talk about what this resolution essentially means for PSU banks and especially for key sectors like power. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. First things first, the big change between the 12th February circular versus what RBI announced on Friday is that now banks have the final say on how essentially they want to resolve the NPA. Do they want to take it to NCLT stroke IBC, or do they want to give more time to lender? So barring this big change, is there anything else which will change life for the entire NCLT stroke NPA resolution?
Yeah, actually, there has been certain relaxations in the earlier circular and certain tightening, as I can see it. Firstly, the concept of this review period of 30 days has been introduced. That's a good thing so that some RP can be worked out, discussed in that particular period. Another provision is about this case-wise ICA which have to be signed. Only one issue is that all the lenders will have to sign the ICA. While the requirement of final approval has been reduced to 75% by value, 60% by number as against 100% earlier, ICA has to be signed by all the lenders. So if some dissenting lender is there, whether the other lenders can still go ahead and sign the ICA, that's one thing which will have to be discussed, and some standard format of ICA will have to be worked out. While for the dissenting lenders, the provision has been made that there will be no payment less than the liquidation value. So that comfort is being given to the dissenting lenders. But nevertheless, it remains an issue which needs to be discussed at the IBA forum. Certain other things, of course, relaxation, as I was also listening just now, that you can say IBC or the NCLT would be the last option. But nevertheless, some incentivization for IBC also. So that reversal of 50% provision and final admission 100% provision of incremental provision has been made.
Right. But Mr. Yadwadkar, would you say that there could be any challenges or any problems implementing these norms at all? Because some experts have been believing that provisions on signing intercreditors agreement within 30 days of default will be practically difficult, and also that the additional provisioning is not a strong deterrent because many cases are already close to 100% provisioning. So would you say that there could be some hindrances to the implementation?
So far as implementation is concerned, I won't see much challenges because the time periods have not been compressed really. In fact, instead of 180 days, now 210 days from the date of default is available for the lenders. And in fact, some provision for 365 days has also been made. The challenge comes actually in the upgradation of the account. Suppose the resolution plan is, you can say, successful. The revised guidelines say that 10% of the total debt should be paid. So now this total debt includes sustainable and debt instruments like say NCDs, CRPS, optionally convertible debentures, etc. Normally these are the instruments which have got a longer tenure, longer moratorium period also. So if you wait for 10% of that to be paid, then upgradation of the account actually becomes a difficult task for the lenders. Earlier at least it was 20%, but of the sustainable debt, which did not include these type of instruments. So that's another challenge for the lenders.
Sure. Right. Mr. Yadwadkar, while revised norms do give discretion to lenders now, the RBI will also be directing banks to start insolvency proceedings for specific defaults wherever necessary. And, the fact that a lot of large accounts are at already some stage of resolution as well, do you see the RBI immediately intervene? If so, in which kind of sectors can we anticipate that? Which are the accounts perhaps that we can anticipate some kind of resolution on? If you could shed any light on that.
I think that call, RBI will have to take. I don't think as lenders we will be in a position to comment on that.
Finally, the fact that the lenders will also need to completely design those plans, the resolution plans as well. Given what we've seen in the past, do you think this will be easily implementable, that lenders will be able to come up with quick solutions and come up with clear plans in the kind of timelines and, given the kind of accountability that now the framework sets for lenders in this?
Yeah, I think whatever the issues which are, you can say the loose ends, like this, what is the format of this ICA, etc., how we take care of the dissenting lenders. I think if these issues are sorted out quickly, then probably, and as we implement the revised circular, we will come across whatever are the imponderables or the difficulties, and they will get resolved after a consultative process among all the lenders, and if required with the regulator also. So all in all, I think it should be a good move going forward.
Okay, one very quick word on power. Power companies have got timeline, but this new circular is not going to change life for what power companies have been wanting. I mean, power companies have been saying that, look, we got hit because of a problem in the sector. Now, because there is a 30-day extension which has gone to 210 days, that just does not make power companies or the power NPAs, better.
That's right. I mean, the sectoral issues need to be sorted out because there are certain external agencies also involved in this, like all these PPAs, etc., or the fuel supply tie-up. So those are actually those sector-specific issues which have nothing to do with this circular per se. So they were there when the earlier circular was also in vogue, and they are there now also. So they need to be tackled at a different level accordingly.
Appreciate your time and thank you for joining us. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk markets. We'll take the story forward. New RBI guidelines, what it means for specific banks.